I haven't made a web login. I haven't made a video log in a very long time, and so I'm making one now. I have been reading more, and I've been enjoying reading more, and I've been, well, for a while I felt a lot worse. I mean, I was very, very much worse, but I'm starting to feel better now, and I feel good about that. I feel good about the fact that I feel good about life. I feel more optimistic about it, and I've found some new interest things that I can do by myself, to where I don't have to go outside, or I don't have to be in a public setting or ride public transportation. Those are all things that I'm afraid of, and that I'm uncomfortable doing. The reason I'm uncomfortable doing it is because I'm always afraid that I'm going to have some kind of a mental, emotional breakdown in public, which has happened to me in the past, and where people become afraid, and they call the police, and the police come, and the police really don't know anything about the fact that I have a mental illness. The only thing that they see is a person who is disturbing the public or disturbing people, and their job is to stop the person from disturbing the peace, which means that that may not hold too well for me. I mean, I may end up getting hurt, or I may end up getting killed by the police, or wounded, even though I didn't mean any harm, but maybe I was out of control. Maybe I was out of control to where I was doing things maybe that aren't considered normal, or maybe I don't know, sometimes I forget to take my medication. If I get out of the habit of taking it, then things start becoming not as clear, and but I may not know that they are not coming. No, I may not know that they are coming as clear. So you know what? I should really be keeping track of the time. Actually, I don't know why I didn't think of that, but I should really be keeping track, because it's not like I have all the time in the world. I don't. But anyway, so I still don't go in public. I do go out every morning at the same time. I go to the same place. I order coffee, which fulfills my promise to my psychiatrist that I will get up every day, and get dressed and get cleaned up, and go outside, go to a public place, talk to a person, sit down in a public setting amongst other people who are talking, and usually when I do it, I have my book, I'm reading my book, and so I'm concentrating on my book, but I am hearing conversations of people and people talking, and I'm hearing the noise of the talking, and it's manageable, because there's usually only but the restaurant I go in doesn't get really, really crowded in the morning, so there's usually only maybe 3 or 4 other people seated. Everybody is drinking coffee or eating breakfast or reading the newspaper, and I'm reading my book. And the book I'm reading right now is called The Rest of Her Life by Laura, I believe it's Moriarty, I think it is. I think it's pronounced Moriarty. Buttons is not buttoned on my shirt. Okay, well, that's good. But anyway, this is the book here. The Rest of Her Life, Laura Moriarty. Moriarty, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, well, I mean to, if I'm not. But this is the book. And it's good. I've only read about a third of it. So far it seems pretty interesting. So far it seems pretty interesting. And it's about a teenage high school girl who was driving with a friend in her community, and she runs into a stray dog which is standing in the street, and in order to avoid hitting the dog, she has to swerve the car, and then when she swerves the car, she runs off the road into something to where her passenger, her best friend, also high school student, is killed. And the book is about what happens after that, and especially what happens between her and her mother, and how her mother tries to help her and tries to protect her from the police and from the community and from the other girls' parents, who all are upset about what happened to their daughter and what happened to this person in the community, and they basically want her to receive some sort of punishment. Of course, her mother, as well as her father, don't want her to receive punishment. They believe that having to live with the memory that someone died while she was driving them is enough of a punishment. But there are many people in the community who believe that it isn't, who believe that she should go to jail, or she should have some other punishment because of the fact that a life was lost. And like I said, I've only read a third of the book, so I really don't know the way it's going to turn out yet, but it's pretty interesting. It's been holding my interest, and I'm enjoying reading it.